This is Knox Locks. I have a special mail call. I want to say thank you for Trucker sending me, which is probably going to be in some way, shape, or form, replacement for the pack locks that logo-wise. I gotta find something here, because listen to this awesome Avis. I'll do it once again for your listening pleasure. Yeah. Smooth, crisp, and look at that logo. Beautiful. Chrome and black. Not available at Packlock. Anyways, that's a beautiful thing. Second, he sent off a couple goodies with it. Here's a 50 millimeter tiny keyway. Here, let me give you a perspective on that. Here's a sledge, and look at that. So don't let the size of the lock fool you on the keyway. That's like a mini lock Monday all day, if there is one. So awesome. Thank you for that. It's cool enough to include. I'm not even gonna open it. I don't want to mess with it till it's time to use it. But a nice X-Acto knife with breakable blades, so you can continually make it sharp. My one's actually starting to get dull. Seeing a bit of use now. Save the best for the last. These guys here are interesting in the sense you can reach in there, grab some springs or whatever you have in there that happen to be stuck in the Bible that don't want to come out, or a probe if you don't want to break one of your precious picks, sending it into a God knows what scenario. Useful tools, always appreciated. Last but definitely not least, look at these awesome little mini vice grips, especially with the needle nose ones over here. These are awesome. First off, if I wanted to, I could add them to my pouch style. Look at that. That's my Gerber there. Can't not flick it out and you get the opportunity just to show you perspective. You know, if I didn't want to carry a multi-tool, I now have the option for something small. And what I like about its preciseness with the vice grips, with me making pins and whatnot, you know, it's a little easier when you have something that can grab. For example, I'm going to be having to make my blue belt tools. So, the tool that I'm going to be making, or one of them, this one was made by my grandfather, but essentially it is the Chris Capone style double-ended tension turner. And then I have a couple ones facing different directions just because when you have a reverse keyway, it doesn't quite bite the same way. The way that it works, especially beautifully with sledges and stuff, it just bottom of keyway locks right in there, so it gives you plenty of room. That's, you know, you're not blocking your own keyway, so you got lots of room to maneuver with your picks. But now to craft that, hold on, that's another thing. This was from Lockpicking Devs. I kind of got real lucky recently in discovering things I already have. I've been organizing my lock lab, kind of inspired by Lockpicker 1969 when he showed off his. So I've kind of been organizing my locks as far as putting them in bins and whatnot. Yeah, the lock lab right here is getting very crowded. Too many projects going on and whatnot. But when I had purchased the Skull and Bones, or the awesome pick from Lockpicking Dev, sorry, Skull and Keys, beautiful pick. Anyway, he throwing in these little cluster of just metal for make my own custom tension turners. So just today, as I was sorting things away, I've always wanted but never actually pulled the trigger on piano wire or music wire, whatever you want to call that, but the round wire. So that's an awesome little discovery I have there. I'm interested what I could do with that. You know, as far as hammering them flat, they make a little better prepared. I'm just shuffling around my lock tray and spilling stuff. But they make a very cool tension turner. But anyway, that's for another day. But to make my blue belt, essentially with the tools I just got right here, the whole thing that's really clutch. I gotta get close to the camera for this. You're really just taking, obviously I'd start with a flat piece like that, so you bend this part for the bottom of keyway, that part for the top, but what makes it, you know, the make or break point, I should make that a little tighter, is the twist. It's very simple to, it's just a matter of degrees if you even want to hold the lock. For example, I'll get the key out of there. So you could see that keyway, and you could see how that's going to fit. Let me angle that a little better for you. So for me, I'd bend that more. Lock it. I need to bend it down a little bit. It's a good bend, but it went high. So I'll show you a second what I mean by that. See, that's a high bend. Okay, it's a little better. Okay. So the point is, that makes the tensioner. And tomorrow's, for Friday, I'm going to make a complete one out of these for, I guess I'll call it Fabrication Friday. And show off how that might work. So, without further ado, trucker, thank you. This is an awesome package. And I'm going to get back to practicing. Remember, anything is possible when everything is unlockable.